We are live.
We are good to go.
Great. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the City of Albany Industrial Development Agency Governance Committee meeting. We are opening this meeting at 1:59 on Wednesday, December 8th. We will note that the three members of this committee, Robert Schofield, Daria Shanfar, and I am Susan Petto, I'm the chair, are all present. We hope to have another, at least one more member next month when we have our new board members approved and ready to go. We'll start with a motion to dispense with the reading of the minutes, which were previously sent to everyone, and in the same motion and approval, please.
So moved.
Thank you. Do we have a second?
Bob.
Thank you, Bob. All in favor?
Aye.
Right.
The minutes of the meeting of September 16th, 2021 are approved. Okay, we'll begin with new business and an annual review of PAAA requirements. Andy, are you going to kick us off with that? Or Sarah?
I'm going.
I'm happy to do it.
Thank you.
Great. So in your packets, there's a number of these, and I was wondering if it's for efficiency just to go through them all first. But you have a code of ethics policy. There are no changes that are proposed for the code of ethics policy. Next page is the compensation policy, which is the Schedule B in the packet. There are no changes that are proposed to the compensation policy. Schedule C is the whistleblower policy. Again, no changes for all of these is proposed. Schedule D is the policy for travel of agency members. Schedule E is the real property acquisition policy. Schedule F is the property disposition policy. And then the last is the indemnification of officers and trustees. I'll also note that all of these documents are up on our website and are part of our program guidelines. So I'll just note it with that. And policy manual.
Great. Thank you, Tom. There's no action necessary on these. It is purely for review. Does anyone have any comments, concerns, recommended changes? Okay, if not, we'll move to our annual review of agency policies. Take it away, Tom.
Sure. So in your packets, there is the agency mission statement and bylaws, our policy on equal employment opportunities, our conflicts of interest policy, investment and procurement policy, monitoring enforcement policy, and recapture of project benefits. Again, these are all attachments as part of the policy manual. No changes are being proposed for this year. I'm happy to answer any questions.
One thing to note on this suite of review in particular is the conflicts of interest policy. We do drill down on this frequently with board training. Hudson Russ really walks us through that. Just of note there, if we do review conflicts of interest consistently on every project, if you have anything that you'd like to talk through with council, as always, feel free to reach out directly to council or to me to talk through any potential or perceived conflicts. That's it on that.
Thank you, Sarah. All right, these were strictly for review. So if anyone has any comments, questions, or recommended changes, we will entertain them now. And if not, we will move on to item C, Governance Committee Charter, with a review of the adequacy of the Governance Committee Charter.
Sure.
I find highly adequate.
Pursuant to the Governance Committee Charter and best practices of the state, we do review this annually. I will say that there are no changes that are proposed for the Governance Committee Charter.
Okay, thank you, Tom. Does anyone have any other recommendations or concerns about our current charter?
No.
Okay, if not, we will move on to item D, Governance Committee Self-Evaluation.
Similar to the Finance Committee, we have a summary of activities of the Governance Committee from this year.
Thank you. You can review those at your leisure. Item E, committee appointment nomination. We've got a discussion of possible amendments to for committee members.
Sure. And I'm going to turn this over to you, Chair, but I'll just note in the packets is just a list of all of the board members, including the new members that were approved by the Common Council on Monday. And it summarizes just appointment dates, ABO training, and then the committee participation.
Right. Does anyone currently desire to join another committee or change committees or anything of that sort? Okay, if not, we will speak to the new board members and make sure that we have a good representation with them on the new committees for our next meeting.
I will
All right.
note that we are compliant with each of the charters on number of members at this point, so we don't have any deficiencies.
Great, thank you. So we will move to item F, annual board compliance documents. Tom, do you want to run us through those?
Yeah, and this is more of just a heads up that we will be sending out following the meeting today, typical or in our annual compliance documents relating to board evaluations, conflict of interests, and financial disclosures. For the new members, we will be, having them review the acknowledgement of the fiduciary responsibility duty form. So those are coming as part of this. This is usually the time of year where we send those out to everyone.
Okay, thanks, Tom. So we'll be looking for those. Any questions or comments on the compliance documents?
Nope.
Okay, any other business? If
Madam
none,
Chair,
I'll call
thank
for, okay, if none, I will call for a motion to adjourn, please.
So moved.
Thank you. Do we have a second?
Bob.
Thanks, Bob. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.